Aries, hello and welcome to your second part of September 2020 tarot reading. This is our overall energy reading, and it's a general reading, so keep in mind that it may not resonate with everybody. It is really for the collective larger group of Aries. And also be aware that your sun sign, your sun rising signs play a part in this. Also, if the cards talk about masculine or feminine qualities, it's not gender based. They're more just qualities, not specific to a gender. I have to save time already asked the angels and spirit guides to help with the card selection. I already shuffled to save time, and the cards that popped out are in front of us right here. And this is a 5-card spread overall energy reading. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you very much for clicking and watching this video. It means a lot to me. And I would also ask for your assistance and support by clicking on the big 3. It helps with the YouTube algorithms, and that is click on this like the video, click on the subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification buttons, and of course feel free to leave a comment below. That's gratefully appreciated. Those are all important to YouTube and the channel. So with that, thank you very much, and I appreciate your support. So Aries, 5-card spread. The first card here deals with our past influences. So this has to do with things that you were working on or were focused in the last 3 to 6 months. So it's past influences, and the influences basically means that it could have resolved, or it's carrying over a little bit, or it's close to be resolving. So the first card here we have is the Hangman. The second card here we have is our present state. So this is the current activities that are going on with you in the current state. We have Justice. The third card here, that's the second card. The third card we have represents our sort of future around these issues, immediate future. This is the Prince of Cups, or also in other tarot cards it's known as the Page of Cups. The fourth card is our challenges, and these are challenges that could appear. Doesn't mean they will, but if you recognize something, then you can nip it in the bud and minimize it. So here in your challenges, you have the Empress. And our fifth card is our outcomes, and this is our immediate outcomes of overall energy, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. So, one moment here. All right. Now, in our past influences, we have the Hanged Man. I apologize for the glare there, folks. So this is in our past influences, Aries. The Hangman reminds us that sometimes you have to put everything on hold before you can take a next step. And in this case, the universe will do it on your behalf if you're not doing it. And it may not always be at the most convenient time for many Aries. I pick up here that some Aries may have heard the saying that what you got here won't get you there. And this is basically what I see played a part for many Aries, or a larger collective of Aries, in the past 3 to 6 months. As you may know, the Hangman in tarot cards calls you, Aries, to release some old mental models and behavioral patterns that no longer serve you. So you can see your world from a new perspective and embrace new opportunities. And these new opportunities are presenting themselves to you that you may have either missed, or they were hidden, or you just didn't see. I also pick up here that, well, wait a minute. I'm picking up here that the card is saying to Aries is, here's the thing. These pauses, or these sort of pauses that you may have experienced, can be voluntary or involuntary. And if you're in tune with your intuition, Aries, you'll start to have these sense that you'll feel that sense when it's time to hit the brakes and put things on hold. before things get out of control. And I think for Aries, if you're paying attention to your intuition and you're feeling sort of out of personal alignment, it's and oblivious to the intuitive signs, the universe most likely will put things on hold for you. And that usually is in the form of some sort of obstacle. It's basically to get you to slow down. It could be in ill health, it could be breakdowns, it could be mechanical failures, it could be whatever, anything that's sort of getting your attention to sort of pause. And when you pause here, for those that were able to do it, the purpose was to pay attention to what the signs were showing you. Otherwise, the universe will just turn up the volume, and you can't ignore it any longer. So I think many Aries, we're putting things on hold and sort of self-evaluation. When the Hangman appears in a tarot reading, your projects and activities, Aries, become to an unexpected and abrupt halt. Don't keep pushing forward and hoping that more force will drive you to get these things done. I think many probably found that the more they pushed, the more difficult it got. What this card says here in your past influences, Aries, is that something was emerging, and you probably weren't able to see it or even sense it at the time, but it's coming, and you needed to make space for it. The Hangman invitation, is an invitation, and it's intended to welcome these pauses with open arms and surrender what even is maybe different than what you're used to, or a different opinion, or a different outcome, or a different road to get there. It's about the unexpected. This card is telling you, Aries, to take time away from your routine and connect with a new way of thinking and seeing. Change a little bit and risk. You might have to put some important projects on hold while you do this, and it may be at a super inconvenient time. However, the universe is here saying that it will be worth it for you, Aries. This is the universe's way of helping you see new perspectives and preparing you for the next up leveling and happening in your life. If you push or resist, all you're going to do is meet with obstacles, Aries. What this card is saying is most of you hopefully were able to just allow the process in your past. Those who didn't had a troubling past influences. The Hangman can sometimes reflect also for many Aries that you're just feeling stuck or restricted in your life, or you're again that routine. And you have to ask yourself, what is holding you in this stuck position? What's preventing you, Aries, from moving forward? On one level, the Hangman is asking you, Aries, to surrender and let go, instead of investing in specific outcomes or resisting a current circumstances. Accept them. And it's saying to you to allow yourself to flow with life. Sometimes stop and smell the roses comes to mind. On another level, you're being called to change a perspective and shift your energy. And I'm feeling that perhaps you may find that separating yourself from the everyday life is helpful. It might give you that sort of re-energized, fresh look that you might be wanting or feeling anxious about. So this could be whether going for a walk in the middle of the day, going on a retreat, moving to a new country, to whatever level it is. It's saying change up your routine, and it was asking you to change up your routine in order to get your energy and allow those vibrations to flow more freely for you. In our present overall energy, we have Justice. Now, Justice is a major arcana card. So, why is Justice in our present? Well, we know that the Justice represents justice, fairness, truth, the law. Some Aries right now are within the cusp or have already. We're being called to account for your actions and for something that you may have done or inadvertently done, and you are going to be judged accordingly. What this card basically is a karma card, and it basically says that for the Aries who acted in alignment with your higher self and for the greater good of others in your actions, you have nothing to worry about. you'll be rewarded with the universe. However, for Aries, if you haven't, a few may have done, you will be called out and made to own up to your actions. Again, this is a karma card. If what this does is basically has you shaking in your boots. Know that Justice card isn't black and white as you may think, Aries. A level of compassion and understanding accompany the Justice card, and although you may have done something you regret, this card highly suggests that you will be treated fairly and without bias. So it says to you, Aries, to be ready to take the responsibility for your actions and stand accountable for the ensuing circumstances if you have done something that wasn't in your best interest. For some Aries, if you're seeking justice, the Justice card is a positive sign that will indeed be served. Again, the karma card. This could be primarily around legal issues. So it could be a court case. You could be awaiting a final judgment with the courts or a governing body or institution. A ruling is going to be passed down shortly when this card shows. Once the decision is made, you must accept it and move on. There is no retrials or second chances when this card is up in the upright position, which it is. For Aries, this Justice card often appears when you need to make an important choice with a potential for long-term repercussions. So it's saying to you, Aries, in your present state here, is be aware of the impact of your decisions will have on your well-being and the well-being of others. It's saying choose consciously by connecting with your inner guiding system, your intuition. And it's asking you to answer that is, what is the most, that is in your best alignment, your vibration, with the highest good of all. And it's saying to you, Aries, be ready to stand by your decisions and you will be held accountable for the choices that you make. And you will need to ask yourself, do I stand by my decisions and accept the consequences of my actions? If you cannot, then dig deeper, plunging into the shadows of what is right and what is wrong for you. And find a place where you can stand by your integrity and strength. Because again, this is a karma card. At its core, Aries, the Justice is about search for truth. And some Aries may be searching for truths. You may have discovered some things are not as clear as they once thought. So what this card is doing for those Aries is it's telling you to be prepared to dip into the murky waters and explore the truth, what truth means to you on whatever the issue is. And it's saying, be consciously aware of what you believe to be true and what you believe to be fair and ethical. This card is telling you, Aries, it may not be as clear-cut as you think at times. So prepare to challenge yourself and explore new territories regarding your belief system. In our third card, this is our future, and we have the Princess of Cups. And as I said earlier, in other tarot cards, this is usually the Page of Cups. And this tarot card, they call it the Princess of Cups, but the meanings are pretty much the same. So in your future, we have the Page of Cups. Now, this suggests that for some Aries that's coming up in your future, there is a new idea or opportunity is coming to you out of the blue. Your creative, I'm picking up your creative energy is flowing and will be flowing. And now the question is going to be raised to the Aries is how will you express it? Will you snap up this idea and turn it into something, or let someone else bring it forward? What this card is saying, it's up to you how you want to spend your time. Do you want to explore the idea, or do you want to move forward? The Prince of Cups here and this card here is inviting you, Aries, to have an open and curious mind and be open to anything and everything, including fish popping his head out of a cup. It is a curious mind that you will discover sort of new aspects of yourself. And this card is asking you, in your future, to open your mind to all possibilities, especially of creative, in those that are creative and intuitive. I'm picking up that you Aries will be pleasantly surprised by that. You'll see great results. In a tarot reading here, again, the Princess of Cups are known as the Page. They're usually messenger cards. they're here to bring a message. And this card particularly invites you to sort of explore a new facet of yourself, Aries. And the Page of Cups here, or Princess of Cups, is asking you to explore again that creative and emotional self. And this could be as you may want to start a new class or an art class, or read some books that are different than what you're used to. Sort of reach out of your comfort zone and express yourself. And this card is saying, Aries, that don't be afraid of your feelings or wear your heart on your sleeve. Feel, and it's okay. The Princess of Cups here in this sort of messenger side of the card is asking you, let me see how this is saying. Is asking, or it's called. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm picking up the card here is asking Aries to trust your intuition and be open to the multitude of intuitive messages that are coming your way. This card here I'm picking up is saying for Aries is look for synchronicities and signs from nature that will guide you on your path. And again, those things that you go throughout the day that all of a sudden you get the sort of goosebumps or something that may be fleeting and you sort of pass it on. Those are typically those little signs. And so go back through your day and look at the ones that most resonate the most with you, and where were you at the time. The universe here is saying that this may not make sense to your rational mind right this minute. It's asking you to be open to the possibility. And by opening up, you're going to discover the new aspects of yourself. And again, it's following it's following intuitive breadcrumbs. I'm picking up here. It's one step at a time. One intuitive clue sort of leads you to the next thing, and the next, and the next. And next thing, before you know it, Aries, you have found yourself in a place of full alignment and happiness and bliss. And that's what it's about, laws of attraction. By trusting your intuition and going with the flow is important. In a practical sense, the Princess of Cups here also indicates that for some Aries, you will receive an unexpected or pleasant surprise. That's the message. The Princess of Cups here is known for that messenger card, as I said. And when you get the Princess of Cups here, you may receive a message related to emotions, intuitions, creative endeavors. It might be a birth of a baby, an engagement, a marriage, a new love interest, an offer of a new project. The point of it is that it may not necessarily be a surprise to you, but you can anticipate it and know that it's coming, and you'll be able to receive it the moment it comes. So it's a very good sign. It's very good. And our fourth card, we have challenge. Oops, bit my tongue. We have challenges, and here we have the Empress card here. So we know the Empress, again, has an energy of a strong connection with femininity. So again, this is not about gender, it's just that aspect of femininity, a softer side. And the femininity here translates in many ways from elegance, sensuality, fertility, creative expression, nurturing, and it's necessary for creating balance in both men and women. The Empress calls upon you, Aries, to connect with your feminine energy. It's asking you to create a beauty in your life. And connect to your senses through taste, touch, sound, smell. Learn massage. Enjoy fine restaurants. Spend more time with your partner. Looking for quality activities. Discover different approaches to yourself or expressing to yourself. Whether it's through painting or music or drama or art or whatever else. This is about in allowing your creative side to come out. And this card is saying it's a perfect chance to take up a new hobby that enables you to sort of access this part of yourself. The Empress signifies abundance. So for Aries, you're surrounded by life's pleasures and luxuries and have everything you need to live a comfortable lifestyle. But what this card means here is that you're in a period of growth. And if you have dreamed of that it's now coming, forward, when the Empress appears in this reading, it's saying take a moment to reflect on your bounty and that surrounds you, and offer gratitude, because that is critical. Sort of get yourself in that vibrational alignment, and be in that happy space. Those are all things that are important for your well-being throughout the day. This is a Mother Earth archetype, so that the Empress is urging Aries to venture out into nature and to ground your energy and let it flow. Relax. Do something that makes you happy, that brings happiness to you, that is relaxing to you no matter what it is. And it's saying here, allow yourself time and space to enter a different frame of mind and receiving that grounding spirit nature for your heart and your consciousness. This card is saying to you, Aries, that if you do this, you can reach higher planes of consciousness at a new level. And that's exciting. And finally, in our fifth card, this is our outcomes of this basic period here. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So, well, the Nine of Pentacles here is about creating an abundance in life. And the Nine of Pentacles says, Aries, that you can finally enjoy all the fruits of your labor, all the hard work that you've done, and to give thanks to your independent efforts and self-confidence and to self-discipline, that this is a well-deserved success that's coming, and it's a stable foundation of a material wealth and comfort. This card is saying, enjoy this moment and enjoy your luxuries. So if you've been penny pinching all this time and you have lots of money in savings, this card is saying pause and enjoy a little bit of it. It's okay. Use common sense. You deserve it. When the Nine of Pentacles here appears in a tarot reading, Aries, it's saying to you it's okay to splurge a little bit within reason. It's okay to indulge or pamper yourself, especially as a reward for your hard work. So if there's milestones into completing something and you've got past that milestone, then celebrate the milestone. That's important. Those are things that bring you happiness and get you into an alignment, and your vibration in alignment with your inner self. So, and many Arians have already achieved so much that you may not even thank yourself for your lucky stars that you're doing it. So this is saying take the moment. No one else is going to, this isn't about other people's, patting you on the back. This is about you just genuinely and sincerely appreciating the value that you bring to others, to your job, to your work, to your family, to whoever, that you enjoy what you do. It's a self-appreciation and well-deserved one. Some may think it's selfish, but this card does not imply that at all. It's about just having gratitude for what you have and recognizing that. Now, the Nine of Pentacles here also speaks to financial independence. I hear, I'm picking up, and you can tell on this card that this woman has a lot of luxuries. A nice little villa. It's very peaceful. Open skies. She's dressed very nicely. She's looks very prim and proper in here. So it sort of symbolizes a nice life or a quality of life. So seeking abundance and independence is important to everybody, and this card is encouraging that. So you don't have to rely on other people. This card is advising Arians to invest wisely and seek financial advice if you need it to make the most of your wealth. It's saying do not rely on others to support you, and this 9 is about an independent female energy here. I'm picking up here that we typically know that the Suit of Pentacles focuses on material wealth and gains, but this card's a little bit different, and it suggests that you Aries are in harmony with the environment around you, and that's critical. That you appreciate the beauty and abundance that's found in nature, and that you can harness that high vibe energy to bring pleasure to your life. So this is saying enjoy gardening, enjoy flowers, enjoy going for that walk, enjoy something that's, it doesn't have to cost money, it doesn't have to be food. It can be, but it's just about doing something that brings you joy, and celebrating in those milestones. And it's a good card. Pat yourself on the back. So Aries, that is what I pick up for the September 15th to the 31st September 2020. This is again, it's an overall energy reading that is specific to the larger good. So if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Let it go, and just take what does fit, if anything at all. And again, thank you for visiting my YouTube page and watching this video. And I would appreciate if you would support me with by clicking on the big three, and that is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification button, and we shall have it, and it will be wonderful. I would appreciate it. So thank you so much. So Aries, have a wonderful September, and we'll see you in October. Thank you.